Hello, today I'm going to show you how to find educational resources now that our traditional ERIC database has been merged into our new system, Primo. So what you're going to first do is start from My Canisius and click on make sure you are logged in. Click on Library. This will take you to our home page, and here you see this is Primo in the center. This searches everything we have access to, anything in our catalog, our old catalog, so our print books. It also searches our ebooks, it searches our DVDs, it searches our streaming video, and it searches all of our databases for articles. And there's even a spot where you can click Search Beyond, where you can search for things that we do not have full text, but you could always request through interlibrary loan. So here what I'm going to just type in is animals in the classroom. You can see I have over 176,000 results here. You can sign in and personalize, save these searches if you want. I'm not going to do that right now. There's also an advanced search where if you wanted to add more terms and some of our facets over here on the side that you limit with also appear in there, so you can also use that too when you're in here. But as you see, your results, we get articles, and this tells you if it's peer-reviewed, available online. We get books. This one's an ebook. It says online. Then we actually have print books. You'll see here it gives a call number, and you can see all the way through here. So, and then load more results. Here, this is the expand my results. So if you needed something, especially if you are writing a honors thesis or a very large grad paper, you can expand your results beyond what we have full text access to. This is just sorting different if you want to do dates, author. Here's resource type, very useful. You see that there's articles, newspaper articles, and you can either add, which is this side, or remove. If you only wanted to add one thing, clicking on the actual articles will do that. But if you wanted to remove a few things and just keep some of these, you can do it that way. So if you knew you only wanted articles and reports, you would click on the ads and then the apply. If you knew that, okay, well, book chapters are fine, reviews, but I was told no newspaper articles and no dissertations, then you can do that and see how it made a red X, and then you can just apply the filters that way. And you see that it took me from 176,000 to 104,000. Scroll down. There are some other facets here. I'm going to jump around first. There are different subjects if you wanted to do that. Some of them overlap. I would say use this as the last result. Creation date, so these are the dates of the actual source. If you were told you need something from the last 5 years, last 10 years, this is where you would change this. So let's say you were told anything from the last 10 years to now. Click on the little box, apply the filter. Okay, and you see that changing it to the last 10 years took it from 104,000 to just over 56,000. So the dates can help. Also going down here, I'm just going to skip over collection now. Language, if you need something in another language like Spanish, this is good. Or if you are getting a lot of things in another language and you just want English. I mean, this will only get rid of about 300, but we'll just do that. And scroll down again. Here's journal title. So if you knew that you needed something in a specific journal, you can do that. Or if you were told, oh, this journal is awful, don't use that. Like I know looking at here, School Library Journal is something that you would find mostly reviews in. Sometimes you'll find some articles, but you can do the same thing with that. You can limit and say, no, I don't want those particular things by doing the same thing Not sure why it's doing that. It normally does not do that right away. But you can do that. And then here's the other ones, so available online. So if you are an online only student and you didn't want to look at print books, you can click on that. If you were told you needed peer-reviewed articles, you can click here. You can also take this off, but most people, it's the opposite. You need them. And then now they have a new facet with open access. If you wanted open access, I would say most people don't need to do anything with that. And then the last thing, just quickly, the collection. So these are where they come from, which database these come from. I would say you're normally not going to need to use that. But doing all of those limits brought us down to 23,487. So starting at over 176,000, that brought us down quite a bit. And you can see, because I just did articles, that's what I am getting here. If you were like, oh no, I do need books or book chapters too, you can then go back and click on other ones again and change that, and or reset all your filters if you wanted to. But these should be fine. Very simple. You can either click on the title or on the available online. I just usually like to click on the title. It should take you to another page. Here you go, where you can export. You can print this. Now this doesn't print the article, this just prints here. The same thing with this permalink. It's giving you the permalink to the record for the article here. This is telling us we have it full text. It is in JSTOR. You would click right on that and it would take you right to the article. Here's giving you a title. Sometimes there's a summary. It gives you all different subjects. Here's the description, where it comes from. And then on the side here, it even gives you related articles. These we don't always have access to, but you are more than welcome to submit an interlibrary loan request for it. You can click right on it. This one I believe we have, and it'll take you to, slowly, it will take you to, hopefully, the article. Well, we'll go back to here, and you can see, here we go. Everything is here. We're going to close out of that. And let's say you were like, okay, that's it. I don't need this. I'm going to reset my filters because now I need books. Before we go into the books, I'll show you, see, it opened the article right here for you. So that does work well. But here we are. Let's say you wanted books now. You don't care if it's online or not. We're just going to look here. There's books and book chapters. We're going to apply those filters. Here you go. You have your different books. Most of these are coming up online. There are some in print. Online ones, it's the same way. You click on it, and then depending upon who provides us with it, once you get in there, it will either ask you, sometimes it'll ask you to log in again. Sometimes you have to choose Canisius first out of a drop-down menu and then log back in. And then there are some that just take you right in. It just depends. I can tell you right now, there are different choices. There's a JSTOR one, there's this eBook Central, there's an Academic Complete, and there's an EBSCO. eBook Central and the Academic Complete are actually some of the best readers from what I've been told from other students. So you may want to go over those, especially if your choice is eBook Central or EBSCO. They say it just opens better and it prints better. That's just what I've heard from some of the other students. And then here's a print one down here. You can come in and get it, or you can even request us to put it on the hold shelf for you. You would be required to sign in, and then you would click. Once you sign in, there's a request button out this Get It, and there's a request button that shows up, and you click on that and log in, and usually by the next business day we have it waiting for you in the library. So let me just go quickly and show you expand my results. So I'm going to actually reset the filter so it takes out the books, and I'm going to expand the results. which took us from 176,000 to 292,000. And you can see the first one says available online. But then there are some, so like this one is no online access. This is a book. We can request it through interlibrary loan. We could attempt to try to get an ebook. Not everything has an ebook. But if you do want to request it, you just click request through interlibrary loan. And it will ask you to log in using your username and password, saying that you use for D2L or an email. And then we will see how we can get it for you. So that makes it very simple. See, quite a few of these are books. Let me just give you an article one. Apply filters. You see, these are online. We can to look at the ones we want. You can click that they're not available online, right? No, not allowing that. So, oh, here we go. Now, no online access. It's the same way. You click on the title, and you would click request through interlibrary loan. It is very simple for how to use it. And for education articles, this is really good because the education articles aren't always in just education databases, but they are in some of our multidisciplinary ones like Sage and JSTOR, and even our science one, Science Direct, has quite a bit of education in it. So this is a good way to use. Now, if you still want to use ERIC, we do have a free version available, and it should be in our database list. And I will click on it. It is eric.ed.gov, and it's the same one, except for the interface is not as easy to use as the old one we had. But we click back on ERIC here. You can see here, there's ERIC. You can click on Advanced Search, and then it gives you tips. But they have not just the collection, but the thesaurus, which is the descriptors, which could be helpful for you. So if you are not sure, if you are searching the correct terms, you can use this. So like social skills, it's the one I always use. It tells you, here we go, that they have this. So, this is the one that they have. And it gives you the different type of skills, but that should not be the social skills. We're going to include dead terms, because they use interpersonal competence. There we go. Social skills is not, it's not a term that they use anymore. It's called a dead term. And you click on it, and it's because they use this interpersonal competence. And here are other related terms. So these are different terms that you could use while searching the database or in Primo on ours. But I am going to click on collection, and I am going to put in interpersonal skills. And here it shows you, tells you whether it's peer-reviewed. If there's a direct link, that does give you that. Sometimes there is a full PDF here. If not, like some of them will come up as nothing. You can try to put in an interlibrary loan. Some of the older ERIC documents are only available as microfiche, though, so you may or may not want those. We have a machine that's in the lower level of the library that you could always use if you wanted to look at some of those, but most people, when they see microfiche, are like, yeah, I'll find something else, thank you. But that is it, and if you have any other questions, you can always contact us at the library at 716-888-8411 or email us at library@canisius.edu. Thank you.